Speed reading is the process of rapidly recognizing and absorbing phrases or sentences on a page all at once, rather than identifying individual words. The amount of information that we process seems to be growing by the day, whether it's emails, reports and websites at work or social media, books and magazines at home. We likely feel pressure to get through this information more quickly, so that we can stay in the loop and make informed decisions. Most people read at an average rate of 250 words per minute, though some are naturally quicker than others. But the ability to speed read could mean that you double this rate. We'll now explore some of the skills that you can use to accelerate your reading. 1. The tracker and pacer method. This is a variant of the pointer method where you hold a pen, with its cap still on, and underline or track each line as you read it, keeping your eye above the tip of the pen. This will help to increase the pace at which you take in each line, and improve your focus on the words. Whether you actually underline the words is your choice. Try to spend no more than 1 second on each line and then increase your speed with each subsequent page. You will probably find that you retain very little information at first, but, as you train your brain and you become more comfortable with the technique, your comprehension should improve. 2. Do not reread the words on the page. Before we move on to the peripheral vision part, that's the real kicker, you're going to want to make sure you break the habit of rereading the words on the page. If you watch the average person's eyes as they read, you will notice they jump and flit about. They do not just flow evenly back and forth, as they should. This is because the average person, you do this, too, tends to backtrack over words they have already read. This is one thing that prevents you from being able to increase your reading speed. You most likely do this without even realizing that you are doing it, which makes it a bit of a tricky habit to break out of. The easiest way, even though you may feel a bit childish, is to use your finger or bookmark to guide you along. Keep your finger running back and forth across the page, without stopping or going back. Keep tracking the words as your finger continues to make its way down the text. When you get to the end, think about what you read. You did not go back over a single word, I hope, and yet you still recall what you have read. 3. Use peripheral vision. Congratulations! You've made it to the key step that really ties everything together. While this may not be the final step, it's certainly a critical one. Use the techniques from everything above to view and comprehend several words at one time. Instead of chunking in smaller groups of words, try reading one line at a time. This involves looking at the center of the line, and using your peripheral vision to read the rest of it. Scan the page in this manner and, when you reach the bottom, you will find that you still understood what you read, but you did it in record time. 4. Train your eyes to make fewer movements. Your brain normally decides where to move your eyes based on how long or familiar the next words look. You can read faster if you train your eyes to move to specific places on the page instead. Try this exercise. Place an index card over a line of text. Write an X on the card, over the first word. Write another X on the same line. Place it 3 words further for good understanding, 5 words for easy texts, or 7 words to skim the main points. Write more X's at the same spacing, until you reach the end of the line. Read quickly as you move the index card down, trying to only focus your eyes just below each X. 5. Learn how to combine scanning and skimming. As children, we were taught to pay attention to every word in a sentence. Studies, however, show that the adult mind has the ability to fill in information gaps without reading every word. The human eye can actually take in about 1.5 inches at a glance, which includes 5 words. Scanning is a quick way to find specific information in a text without reading every single word. It is one of the most important skills you need to develop if you want to read faster. Skimming, on the other hand, is a technique that involves visually searching the sentences of a page for clues to the main idea. However, skimming by itself can affect comprehension. The key is the right combination of both scanning and skimming, with skimming guiding the scanning. Read on to see how you can do this. Pro tip: use skimming as an effective pre-reading tool. Skimming allows you to map out a document and understand its flow and structure better. This then allows you to pay more attention to the portions you think are important. This way, even if comprehension might be affected, you'll at least know where to slow down. Follow skimming with scanning, and you have a winning combination. 6. Know what you want from the text. Determining your direction and focus is important to prepare you to know what you need from the text. It also reminds you to pay attention when you see relevant words or phrases. While this is obviously a great way to improve reading comprehension, it also helps you read faster. Pro tip: make a set of questions for yourself before you start reading. This will definitely save you time spent looking through useless information. 7. Practice, practice, practice. An important point to remember is that practicing speed reading is different from practicing just reading. It has to be a focused effort. If you are serious about learning to read faster, you have to practice the method of speed reading, not just reading. There are apps and software that help you do just that. With time and effort, it will begin to feel natural and translate into the way you read. Pro tip: use technology tools to practice speed reading. Outread is an app that guides your eyes through a reading list with the help of a highlighting marker. Spreeder's speed reading training course uses methods like pointing electronically to improve reading speed and comprehension.